watching our house.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Movie Buffer. Tonight we're going to be reviewing The Woman in the Window. The Woman in the Window is a 2021 American psychological thriller film directed by Joe Wright based on the 2018 novel of the same name by author A.J. Finn. The film follows the agoraphobic woman played by Amy Adams, who begins to spy on her new neighbors, Gary Oldman, Fred Hechinger, and Julianne Moore. She is witness to a crime in their apartment. The movie also stars Anthony Mackie, Wyatt Russell, Tyree Henry, and a completely unrecognizable Jennifer Jason Leigh. Is it just me, or is Anthony Mackie becoming the new Samuel Jackson? I mean, he is just about in every movie and obscure TV series that requires a black male actor. It's very interesting. Anywho, just an observation. This film has had a rocky start. It was originally scheduled to be released by 20th Century Studios in October of 2019, but was delayed to May 2020 due to re-editing after poor test screenings. The theatrical release was later canceled due to COVID-19, and its rights were sold to Netflix, which released the film on May 14th, 2021. Upon release, the film has received very negative reviews from critics, with the most criticism aimed at Wright's direction and the screenplay, but earned praise for the cast. Well, here is my review. The story begins with child psychologist Anna Fox, who lives alone in a Manhattan brownstone apartment after becoming separated from her husband Edward. Her husband has custody of their daughter Olivia. After an obvious traumatic event, Anna suffers from agoraphobia. Agoraphobia is an anxiety disorder where, in its simplest terms, means a person cannot leave their home. It is a severe case of social anxiety where they have panic attacks if they are forced to go outside. Since she is a psychologist, she is able to stay in her home, and her therapist comes to her. It's very convenient. While she is home alone with her cat, and she has a male tenant, David, who rents out her basement apartment. She amuses herself by watching her neighbors out her window. Remember the old movie with Jimmy Stewart called Rear Window? Well, this is very similar to that, except her disability is in her mind, whereas the character in Rear Window's disability was a broken leg. We even see a clip of the movie playing on her TV to pay homage to the classic. Not to mention that she has a very amazing camera that she uses to spy on her neighbors, just like in the movie Rear Window, where the main character was a photographer, and he used his camera to do exactly the same thing. This movie also pulls from the theme of the old noir thrillers like Rear Window. You find it hard to figure out what is real and what is just being made up in Anna's mind. She takes an alarming cocktail of pills daily, which she washes down with alcohol. We see her in a state of sober and also in a state of self-medicated drunkenness, where she dances around and becomes paranoid of the outside world. Her doctor warns her that mixing of alcohol and her medication will make her delusional, as this is where the action of the story begins. New neighbors move in across the street, and since no one seems to close their curtains, they can see her and she can see them, which is insane to me. I don't even know why people just leave their curtains open, wide open, where people can literally just look into your house. What is that? Anyway, the 15-year-old son of the new neighbor, oddly, visits her, offers her a welcome to the neighborhood gift, where she remarks that's backwards, that she is supposed to welcome them. Then another night, his mother visits her. They drink and have girl talk, which Anna desperately needs. Then, a few nights later, Anna witnesses the mother being killed in their apartment. She calls the police, whereas the husband says that his wife is alive and well. He even introduces Anna to his wife, and Anna finds that this is a different woman altogether, not the woman that she met and had drinks with. Like Anna, the viewer begins to question what we have seen in the movie. What is going on? Is she just imagining things? Is she delusional like her doctor said? Have we just walked into a Shutter Island Beautiful Mind situation? So we don't know what to believe. I found the movie very fascinating, thrilling, and mind-bending. It's a whirlwind that will keep you glued to your seat. I'm not sure what the other critics were talking about. Yes, the acting was amazing. Amy Adams is superb in these types of roles where she is the dark, perplexed soul struggling to be understood. And the ending was full of invigorating action twists. I definitely think it's worth a watch, especially if you are a fan of the old noir murder thrillers, which I am. The only other reason I can think that I like this type of movie is because I identify with the main character. I tend to identify with characters who are kind of lone wolves. They're by themselves, they're alone, physically and mentally. And I guess I identify with that because I'm kind of that way too. I'm a loner. I don't particularly need other people to survive. I'm not a people person, even though I can be very social and I can interact, and I don't have any kind of anxiety, a social anxiety at all. However, I prefer to be by myself. So I tend to gravitate towards these types of movies, and I understand the character. So maybe that's why I found this movie fascinating, because I related to it. So maybe most people don't relate to that. I think most people like being social, like being out and about, and you'll find this in the movie where other characters will make that type of statement towards her, telling her, you should go out, you should do this, what's wrong with you, you know. So I related to that. So maybe that's why I like the movie, but let me know what you think. Have you seen The Woman in the Window? What were your thoughts? Did you agree with the critics who thought it was not very good? Tell me your favorite classic murder mystery movie. Thanks so much for watching, and please like, subscribe, and share. Until next time, peace, two fingers.